I feel like a lot of anti-vaxxers are just scared of needles and desperate to find some larger justification of that fear. Obviously, there are many exceptions to this, but I feel like a lot of anti-vaxxers are just scared of needles and want to validate this emotional response that they have. I think this because we don't see a fear of regular medication in the same way we do vaccines. Sure, some people are anti all proper medication, but most anti-vaxxers are only really opposed to vaccines, it seems. A lot of completely normal people have a thing about vaccines, and they try to justify it with all sorts of conspiracies. They do not feel this way about pills. They will take their medication in pill form without even reading the packet half the time. The same can be said about liquid form. We don't see this anti-pill movement in the same way that we see this anti-vaxxer attitude, which seems to be just as contagious and almost as dangerous as COVID-19. In both pills and vaccines, a substance most people don't understand is entering the body. Yet people seem to be a lot more worried about vaccines than pills. The only difference I can think of could be that one of these things is scarier than the others. The apparent inconsistency is the fact that pills are innocent and non-scary things to eat. Vaccines are scary, sharp, hurty needles. Therefore, people dislike them and have a greater incentive to look for a justification of this emotional response. Needles, however, are not something to fear. Vaccines have helped countless humans escape diseases that are far scarier than the biggest of vaccine needles. Vaccine needles themselves have only gotten smaller, and the vaccine process is now less painful than it has been for basically the whole history of vaccines and inoculations. Be brave and deal with your fears, for your good and for the good of society. If you love your country, you should. If you care about yourself, you should. If you care about other people, you should. Everyone should get vaccinated. Don't let your emotional fear get in the way of that.